What's up, Pokemon players? Pokemonger back with some more online gameplay for you, and today I got a really fun and super competitive deck for you. So it's my Lycanroc GX, Zoroark GX deck. Let's talk about it. 414 Zoroark GX line. Stage 1, very easy to get into play. Also, one of the strongest abilities in the game right now. Trade, discard something in your hand you don't need. Draw 2 new cards. You can use that for each Zoroark GX you have in play. So very nice. You're almost never in a top deck with this deck. For a DCE, you can ride a speeding 20 times the amount of Pokemon you have in play. So up to 120 or 150 with the choice band. So very nice. We do play one baby Zoroark as well. This helps us get through safeguards. It does have one-shot potential with Mind Jack. And it's just one prize, so basically we're just going to force an extra prize out of our opponent with this. Stand-in ability, very nice. If you have a float stone attached, you can stand in, free retreat into whatever you want active. So very versatile card, super nice to have. A 3-3 Lycanroc GX line, also stage 1, very easy to get into play. Also has one of the strongest abilities in standard right now. When you evolve into it, you can basically Lysander up one of your opponent's bench Pokemon, and this just allows you to choose who you are killing. So very nice. For fighting in a DCE, you can Claw Slash for 110. That can increase depending on if you have strong energy or choice band attached. And then for just a fighting in a colorless, you can Dangerous Rogue GX, does 50 times the amount of Pokemon on your opponent's bench. So that's pretty much good for a one shot if you time it right. Very nice. Those are going to be all of our main attackers. We do have 3 Lele to draw out the supporters we need. 2 Enhanced Hammers, get rid of our opponent's special energies. 2 Field Blowers, get rid of stadiums and tools we don't want in play. 2 Rescue Stretchers, get our Pokemon back from the discard. 1 Special Charge, get back our special energy from the discard. We do place 8 special energy, so very nice. 4 Ultra Balls, 2 Acerolas. This is going to allow us to pick up an injured Pokemon, deny prizes. Say we have an injured Zoroark GX, we just pick it up, promote a new one, attach the DCE to the new one, and that's just super nice. That's going to work out really well in this deck. 2 Bridgets, first turn Bridget, get all of our basic Pokemon into play, set up the rest of our game. 3 Guzma, you could argue 2 Guzma, since we do have the Bloodthirsty Eyes ability, but I do have 3 in here, just because choosing who you get a kill is so strong. 1 Malo, search your deck for 2 cards, put them on top, and then you just use Zoroark GX's trade ability to get those 2 cards, so very strong. 3 in, 4 Sycamore for draw support. You might want to switch that around, especially if you're playing puzzles. But that's what I like for now. 2 choice bands to help us reach one-shots on things sometimes. 2 float stones for the free retreat. 4 strong energy to boost Lycanroc's damage. 4 DCEs. Oh, we need that to attack with Zoroark and Lycanroc. And 4 fighting energy, just to make sure we have enough energy that we're manually attaching every turn. And that's basically the list. So if you have any questions or suggestions, leave a comment and I'll get back to you right away. Otherwise, enjoy the match. Alright, let's get into a match. Looks like I start with 2 Zoroarks in hand, but no way to bridge it. So probably we'll have to end, which is unfortunate. I do go ahead and risk attaching the DCE before in. And there I have a Lele to maybe bridge it next turn, and also Ultra Ball for Zoroark, we'll see. My opponent is playing Golisopod Zoroark, so very strong. That just won London Intercontinentals. So very strong deck. They're going to type our Lycanroc with Golisopod, but we can type their Zoroark with our Lycanroc. So should be just fine as long as we play intelligently. Should be a good matchup. He goes ahead and ends. So we got quite a bit of Pokemon into play without having to play Bridget, but we do go ahead and get the evolution and a Bridget going after he ends us, and we're able to take the first knockout on a Zoroark. So things are definitely going our way here for now. He does get the Golisopod, so he'll need to find an energy. Oh, and he does elect to get the baby Zoroark into play, and Lele for a whole new hand of 7. So very good. Next turn, I can potentially just pick up an injured Zoroark next turn with that Acerola. He retreats into Lele and attacks for 80 damage. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and let's see. Okay, I attached to Rockruff, and it looks like I'm just kind of looking to see whether or not I can get this Zoroark, which I do. So I will bring in his Golisopod, and I am going to use Acerola to pick up the injured Zoroark. So very nice. Re-evolve, get to reuse that ability again this turn. I will one-shot his Golisopod because I have strong energy attached and he has 4 benched Pokemon. So I could Ultra Ball for another Zoroark GX, but it looks like I like what I have. Don't want to overextend my resources, so I take another 2 prizes to start out this game. And you can see how I'm just kind of pulling away at the moment. I am pretty threatened by Golisopod at the moment. All he needs now is an energy. So he ends me down to 3, which is okay because I do have Zoroark's ability. Yeah, and he's going real heavy on the Golisopod lines now. He pretty much realizes that's his only shot at winning this game. I do top deck at a DCE right there. I'm going to attach Choice Band and go ahead and Sycamore my hand before using the ability to avoid Sycamoring a lot of valuable things that I could potentially draw. So now I trade, and go ahead and trade one more time, just things I don't need at the moment. I could bench those Rockruffs for more damage here, but it's going to be a 2-shot either way from here. And I don't want a whole lot of... Actually, I probably should have benched those, honestly, just to have them as an option to evolve into Zoroark. I should have benched 1, probably. But oh well, he Acerolas up his Golisopod, so he's going to get a fresh attacker here and start the attack exchange. But I have Acerola of my own, so we're just kind of in limbo here, attacking each other. Let's see. I have the rescue stretcher for a Lycanroc GX, so I know if I can just get a Golisopod injured, I can then, if he tries to retreat, I can bring it back up and finish it off. It's just a matter of how many times is he going to be able to Acerola. So he Acerolas for a 2nd time in a row, and he's going to initiate the damage exchange again here. So yeah, we're just pretty much in limbo here. I do get a enhanced hammer on his DCE, which is pretty good, I guess. I'm gonna trade that strong energy away, just looking for a DCE, which I'm able to find without using draw support. Retreat the injured Zoroark GX and use my special charge to get back a couple DCEs. And let's see here. I know that I'm going to need... I only have 3 Pokemon in play, no Choice Band on this one, so I am going to need more Pokemon in play at some point. Yeah, so I go ahead and use Malo to set up my next turn. And I opt for another Rescue Stretcher. Shuffling 3 back into the deck, and I'll still have 1 next turn. Oh, I am gonna Lele here. Just grab something, a Sycamore. Just putting the Lele down for the extra damage here. Still have that 1 Rescue Stretcher in hand for the Lycanroc GX ability, and he does Guzma back up my injured Zoroark GX. So he is going to actually go up on the prize count here. So we're kind of back and forth right now. I do have that Lycanroc play that I was talking about, and I just top deck 1, so I don't even need to Rescue Stretcher for it, which is pretty good. So I bring it up, bring up the injured Golisopod that we started with last turn, and I'm shuffling in a bunch of basic Pokemon. So all my basic Pokemon are back in the deck. I'm just going to start trading, trying to get more into play. Get one there. Probably let go of in there because I do need to get a big draw here to try to get another basic to finish off this Golisopod. So I Ultra Ball and then Sycamore for a new hand of 7. So I do have the one shot here. I also have another option to evolve another Rockruff for Bloodthirsty Eyes on either of those two small hit point things, either the Zoroark or the Wimpod. I can finish the game by hitting either one of those. He promotes his Zoroark, and then just pays the retreat and hits me for 150. So now I'm gonna have to dig here. I'm just looking for my Zoroark GX basically, so I can, or Guzma. Guzma works as well. So I do find the Guzma, bring up his little Wimpod, and I'm able to get a one shot on that with Zoroark GX. So very nice. You can see how versatile the deck is. A ton of options with between the two abilities of Zoroark and Lycanroc. We were able to take down the London Intercontinental Championship deck right there, and you would think that we'd have an unfavorable matchup against that, but since we are able to one-shot his Zoroark, so that ends up being a pretty even matchup. So that was a very close game, very fun, and I decided to just include that one for this video. So let me know what you think in the comments, like and subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you guys for watching. I will catch you in the next video.